What's up, guys? This is your boy Jason at Not a Pro Gaming channel, and also the host of XS Station. I keep on saying XS Station. It's not XS Station. It's X Station. I gotta learn that. But yeah, host at X Station. So today, I'm bringing you, I would say, some tips and some hacks, how tos, what you call it. Uh, on this, verge of all these games coming out. Spider-Man 2. Well, we already got the release of Street Fighter 6. We got in the future with, I said Spider-Man 2. Got future with Wolverine. We got a future with Metal Gear Solid. And all these other games are coming up pretty soon. And these games, with these big games, comes great space. So you'll necessarily need a big, well, not really big, but people will want to upgrade their SSDs on the PS5 because you got these big games coming out, and these will probably be like at least over 40 to 100 gigs of space. So I will just bring to you what I have in my PS5 and what I use currently. Again, disclaimer, I did my research, and you guys, if you guys take any advice, just do your diligence and do your research. I'm just, giving you advice, not to say that I'm not responsible for anything that happens, but just do your due diligence and research what I say before you do it on your PS5. I did on mine, it works for me. What works for me probably wouldn't work for you. So I'm just giving you a little bit of tips and stuff on here. So I heard also too that Team Group is bringing out the heatsink. They are SSDs that are compatible with the PS5 and Sony PS5. They have their stamp of approval on the box, or I think they bring out their own one now. Those are they have those available with heatsinks. Some people want to kind of save a little bit of money. Will buy one that's cheaper with no heatsink, because the ones that comes with a heatsink are usually a little bit more than the one that comes without. Also, there's vast amount of heatsinks on Amazon and stuff that you can buy. But I'll show you the one that I go with. Team Group is bringing out one. According to I don't know what the design is, but the one that I use might have a little bit of an edge because of the heat pipe. I don't know how because of it has a heat pipe installed. And for all you guys who build computers and stuff, you know what a heat pipe is. And people who don't know, a heat pipe just is a good way of extracting heat from wherever the heat source is to cool it down a lot more. So it takes, it has a little bit of let's say liquid in there, and it heats up, evaporates, and it goes to the cooler side, and it condenses, and it goes back down, and it repeats that cycle over again. So that's what a heat pipe is. It has a little bit of liquid in there that kind of does that convection of cooling and stuff like that. So that's what it does in a nutshell. I don't know what the Team Group heatsink has, if it has the same design, but based off what I see, I will do a little bit more research, and I'll put it up, and I will see if I get do a research and see if I get images on the Team Group one, and see if it's the same design that I have here. But what I had was way before they even released their version. So what I went with is the Seagate. See if we get the focus there. But the Seagate Fiacuda 530, and you can see I went with the one with the heatsink. And there's also, if you look on top, there's a compatible with PlayStation 5. So like before they had their own, you have to look for that sticker in there. But look for that sticker, and it will fit in your PS5 with no problems. I went with this because it's an open box. I got this a lot cheaper than the one without the heatsink. So what I did to run the heatsink, I took the heatsink off. So I don't know. There's one with this that you can get without the heatsink. So if you guys have this already with the heatsink installed, and you want to use this heatsink I'm going to show you, check your manuals and see if you remove the heatsink, if it will void your warranty. And if it does, do it at your own risk. I did mine's, and I took that risk. So if something happens to mine's, I just buy a new one. It's not a problem for me. But you guys make sure that doesn't avoid a warranty if you remove the original heatsink from the fire cooler. But what I went with is this one. So this is the heatsink here, and if you can see, on the bottom here, there's the version with the, well, not the version, but there's the picture with the heat pipe in there. So this is what I went with, and everything things you can't really use the Sony factory heat SSD cover. You have to remove it, so because it looks like this in the when you finish install it. So it retains the factory screw from that screws down the cover, but the only thing you can't use is the actual cover for it. So, and this is what I use. I'll put a link down in the description for this off of Amazon. I don't know how much Team Groot is going to charge this because I don't think it's out yet. I don't know if it's out by the time this video goes live. Yeah, so you can see that's the heat pipe. You can see the little silver like tube in the middle. That's the heat pipe. So so that's why I took the fire cooler off, the heatsink off the fire cooler, and put that one, because this one provides a little bit more cooling, and the more cooling you can get your SSD to run, the faster it reads and writes, and it's fast. It reads and writes, and it runs a lot longer, and it kind of helps, I would say, make your SSD last a little bit longer. And also to the PlayStation, I mean, you can get, like, if you get a recommended one, that means the recommended one, because the file cooler is like 70, I think it's like 7,300. Yeah, 7,300 megabytes read, second. So what it means is that because when you install your SSD, you have to have a certain Sony has a recommended speed that you put in there. If you don't put the recommended speed, I think the only thing that happens, you can only store the game files on there and the save files, and you can't play the games from the installed SSD. The one that you purchase, the purchase SSD. If you get one that's above or the minimum requirements, then what you can do is you can run the games off the purchase SSD, store and all that stuff. But the difference is that you can save the game files there, and also you can run the games from there instead of on the onboard SSD. Because if you don't meet the minimum requirements, everything has to, if you want to play the games, all the games that you want to play has to be installed on the Sony SSD that it came installed. So the 800 gigabytes SSD, that's where you have the console storage, you have to put the games on there. And it's not a big of a space, because all these games, as I said, could be anywhere from 40 to 100 gigabytes for each game. So you want to make sure that. But I will put a link on the description there and everything and all that stuff. So before we go any further, I just had a little bit of technical difficulties there. If you see the video kind of jump a little bit, just had technical difficulties. So there's a little word from our affiliate sponsors here for the channel. Game with Rogue Energy. don't lose. You guys have to keep gaming. So game with Rogue Energy. I will put a link down in the description. It's a referral link. You can go ahead and click on that and join the Rogue team. Also, I'll put the coupon code down in the description there. You can use the coupon code XStation for 10% off of the product list, the products on their website. So again, you can use the coupon code XStation. All right, guys. And with further ado, man, you guys have a good one. I will put a link down in the description for all the heat sinks and the SSDs in the description below. And you guys have a good one. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification so that way you can see when I upload videos for the channel and also for the podcast XStation. All right, guys. So you guys have a good one, and peace and be safe and game well.